Hi, I'm Nicole.
I'm Geraldine.
I'm Lauren.
And we are
Doing the Damn Thing, an entrepreneurship talk show.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our latest episode of Doing the Damn Thing. Thank you so much for joining us again. And we all know you guys have watched our previous episodes. Thank you so much. So before we get into the topic of today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. So today's topic is camera ready. I know, you guys are probably like, I don't want to be on camera. But as entrepreneurs, there's going to be some time where you will be on camera. So I decided to bring my friend Shika.
Hello.
She is a makeup and hairstylist. She has her own Instagram TV show. She knows everything about being camera ready. Tell us a little bit about your business, and then we'll go into it.
Sure. So, as Nicole mentioned, I am Shika from Wham Bam Glam, and I'm a cosmetologist. I do hair and makeup for events and weddings. I cut, color, style, kind of the whole 9 yards. Anything that has to do with hair and makeup, I do it. And because I do have my own Instagram show, I am very familiar with how you should look on camera and how to prepare for camera. And I thought I'd share some of that today.
Yes. And she's the one that taught me how to put on fake eyelashes.
I did. You did so well. I noticed.
Today. Like, maybe you could zoom in on this part. Fake eyelashes. I'm very proud of myself, guys.
Let me do the blink. Do the blink.
There you go. So, as entrepreneurs, we always have to be on camera. So I guess maybe we could just go around and like, what is, sometimes it's about following the trends, but sometimes you don't want to follow trends, right? You know, people say wear this, don't wear this, but then there's always that moment where you're just like, well, if I wear what I'm supposed to wear on camera, I'm not going to feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. So maybe we could discuss that. It's like finding your comfort level in front of camera. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. You were giving me like this look. It's like, what are you doing?
I was thinking about me looking up. What do I look like on camera? I was having the moment.
Yeah. Because what got me thinking about that question is that sometimes I like wearing bright colors, but I know there's all these articles of wearing like darker colors on camera, but then I don't feel comfortable
in darker colors.
Yeah.
Well, they also tell us not to wear patterns, right? And
yeah.
Clearly we're rebels.
Yeah.
We're breaking all the rules. Yeah.
So I guess maybe what do you guys wear that make you feel comfortable on camera?
Well, I don't feel that comfortable at all on camera. So this whole thing of doing the YouTube, this is a journey for me and getting used to seeing myself on camera and trying not to over critique myself. So I definitely am looking forward to having some tips. And hopefully all of the subsequent YouTube videos that we do, you'll see the benefit of what we learn from you.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Yeah. How about you, Geraldine?
For me, I always think about my personal brand. So a few years ago, I had my colors read. So they told me what colors are favorable with my skin tone versus not. So I'll think about that. Also, too, I have specific types of pieces that I like to wear. Like I like to wear a hoodie. I like to wear a scarf. So I'll think about how can I integrate this into my video but not feel uncomfortable or not have it be really random. Like I'm not going to be outside in the sun filming a video with like a hoodie and a scarf, right? So you have to have a balance between like the environment that you're in as well as what you like to wear. For this particular show or my personal YouTube channel, I haven't really put too much thought about, what am I going to wear, but maybe I will, I don't know.
Yeah. So the color reading, where did you get that done?
There's a woman named Anne Sagendorf Moon. Yeah. And she does color readings. There's a number of people who are just like certified. That's their skill set. They provide that. And also, too, the colors that you wear have a lot to do with your personality. If you're someone who has really bright energy, like if you're walking around every day wearing black, you would feel a lot different than you do wearing bright colors. So based on your personality type, based on your skin tone, and the shape of your face, the colors that you wear can really make a difference.
Interesting. Makes me want to get that done.
I know.
Every color.
like,
They, I heard it was really common to do that in the 70s and 80s. So a friend of mine used to work for Clorox. He was like one of the execs.
Yeah.
So they had all the executives have their colors red. So that way when they go into meetings, they can be wearing their power suit or their power colors. So I tend to kind of keep a lookout when I see people who are 50, 60 and up, and they tend to wear colors that are very complementary with their face or their skin tone. I'm like, oh, that person looks really good. And I'm always like, hey, I really like the way that you dress. Have you had your colors red? And usually they're like, yeah, actually I did it way back in the 70s or the 80s.
Wow, that's really cool.
I would not even think to ask that question because
I don't think
I know
it's
about it.
funny.
Yeah, I actually didn't even know you could have colors red. I think that would be a very helpful thing in my business alone.
Yeah.
For when I'm getting
You could
people
become
ready.
certified.
Yeah,
It could be an
that's a
additional part of
really-
your business.
That's a really
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
point.
see?
Yeah.
Building business.
Right here. It all happens.
Right here.
Yeah.
Elevated your business.
Yes.
I'm doing the damn thing.
I also color.
So what is something that you tend to wear that you feel comfortable in, you feel confident in?
So I am, like many people out there, I'm pretty body conscious, and that doesn't matter what shape I'm in. I'm just generally more body conscious, and I think what's really important for me on camera is that I'm not constantly tugging my clothes. I have to wear something where I'm not adjusting my neckline or pulling down my skirt or fixing my shirt to hide something or show something or whatnot. So I'm particular about some staple pieces to make sure that I'm not tugging. I don't like round necks. I don't like the way they make my body look, so I do a lot of V's and a lot of like squares or U's or boat necks. So that's something I keep in mind, and that also helps me when I accessorize, because then I can put on a certain necklace or a scarf or maybe a blazer or something whatnot. But to the color point, I'm very basic when it comes to colors. And Nicole knows this really well about me. I'm like a black, white, neutral, navy kind of gal. Like, that's really what my
When I saw her in a yellow dress, I was like, oh, this is like Christmas.
It was like forced on me. I took a yellow dress for a photo shoot, and I was like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And the girls were like, absolutely not. You're putting that yellow dress on, and that's what you're going to do this photo shoot
so
in.
pretty.
Did it look good?
It did look good, but I did a photo shoot in a navy dress, and those are the photos I posted.
Yeah. And it was funny because you did see like the difference in her confidence level in those photos, the dark versus the light.
Yeah.
She felt more confident in the darker ones.
Yeah.
You know what I really, sorry to cut you off.
No.
You know what I really love is when people will wear a particular type of shirt color and it brings out the color of their eyes.
Yeah, that looks really pretty. But I don't like to wear brown. I don't own anything brown.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. I
It's
don't
hard
own
to find a good shade brown.
Brown and gray are two colors I think I really stray from. But my new favorite is white. And I've always liked white, but it takes a certain level of confidence, I think, to wear white. And I finally have it, so I do a lot of white now. Yeah, thank you. So now it's one of my go-to colors. I almost wore white today before I decided to pull this.
I had to become an
pattern
adult to start because I'm the kid that always spills something on me. So
Me too.
When I wear a white dress, I'm like, no spaghetti today.
Yeah, that's true. You have to
My
like
sister wears
pre-plan
white
it.
all the time. But she still drops it. But my mom gifted us all Tide pens.
There you go. Those are
Which is
handy.
like actually
Thanks,
perfect.
Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
You gotta love it when moms like give you like little things like that. I know for me, like when I started doing YouTube a couple years ago, one thing I noticed is I have really small lips. And I'm still learning, this, how to put
Overdrawn
on lipstick.
stuff, yeah.
Lips. So then I realized I want to start focusing on my eyes. So because the lips are probably going to be bare, right? So just playing around with different eyeshadows, with like eyeliner, the eyelashes. One mistake I did like years ago, and I'm so happy now a lot of people saw this video, is because we all make mistakes on camera.
Yeah.
Is I went in for Modern Latina. They were doing this video of like a clip of like being Latina. And the outfit I was wearing, which is a big tip, there's some outfits that look good in person and maybe when you're taking a selfie, but on camera, they don't look great.
How do we know?
Go on camera and then you're like, oh, there.
Just test it out.
Check it
Yeah,
real quick.
and so I was wearing a white button-up and like these really cute slacks, which was different. I don't wear slacks.
Yeah, you never wear slacks. You own pants. That's huge for me. I didn't even hear that.
I have 3 pairs of pants, guys. Maroon, white, and gold. One day I'll get jeans.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah. So I was wearing this white button-up, and it was only going to show the shirt up. And I was wearing like this really beautiful gold like eyeshadow, but it was so heavy that it made my eyes look smaller. And And with the white, I just looked washed out. And I'm like, I'm not going to give her like criticism about the video. This is like her first time doing the video. We can't do a reshoot. I'm just going to let this slide. But now I'm just like, never doing that again.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. So what are some tips when people are going in front of the camera for the first time? Because there are a lot of people that get really uncomfortable in front of the camera. Right. And sort of like similar, Geraldine and I were talking about this earlier, we're all like going on stage and doing public speaking. People get uncomfortable with that. So what are like 3 little tips, tricks that people could just do instantly, maybe from their makeup or hair, that would just lift the confidence a little bit more?
All right, this is what I tell everyone. Do what you would do on a daily basis. Now is not the time to experiment. Okay, you don't get on camera and be like, I never wear red lipstick, I'm going to do that today. So don't do that. Definitely make sure that you are true to your element. If you have straight hair and that's how you always wear it and it's always down in the middle, center parted, and that's your comfort level, that's what your hair should be like on camera. Okay? If you wear makeup, or very little makeup, just know that you're going to need more on camera. So if you wear whatever your daily routine for makeup is, right? Or basically whatever your daily routine is, let's say it's really light, add more. And it's going to be uncomfortable, but when you look at yourself on camera, it's going to look really normal. So you always need heavier makeup for camera. And lastly, let's see, so for your hair, keep it as you normally would. Add a little bit more to your makeup, but don't go out of your normal. You know, you said something really nice. Sometimes with your clothes, it looks great in a selfie and in person, but not on camera. My favorite lipstick is like that. I am like the nude woman, like when it comes to lips. Like I love nude lips. It's like what I do. But I realized on my IG show, every time I do nude lips, that's where when I least like my makeup. Because it's barely coming across on camera, and my eyes are done, and everything is on point, and then I kind of have these bare lips. And it's every time I wear a lip like this, which you would never catch me wearing at a party or anything else, I would never wear this lip like to an event. It's just not who I am. It's not really suitable to my personality. But it looks great on camera. Nice. Then again, I'm a hair and makeup artist, so I have the guts to experiment like that. For those of you who don't have, who know you're going to get on camera and fidget, don't do that. I know I'm fine, And with clothing, the typical rule is to stay solid and to stay in the greens and blues. They actually say avoid white and black on camera. So green, blue, no pinks, not a lot of pastels. Those are kind of the colors you want to. Gemstones, that's what it is. You want to stay towards gemstones. And that looks really nice. And then whatever you're going to be comfortable in, whether that's a dress or a top or a blazer or whatnot. But really find your favorite outfit and your favorite makeup look and put that on when you get on camera.
Yeah. Because I try to do videos or like interviews or be on stage and being in like the black power suit because it looks so good on someone else. But when I put it on, I'm like,
you don't feel that way, right?
I'm like, am I going to a funeral? Like that's how I feel when I wear black. I'm like, am I going to a funeral? And so that's just not for me. And then I'm like, I'm going to put on like my really like vibrant, pretty dress, and then I feel better about myself.
One of your favorite and nicest outfits I've ever seen you in is a yellow top and an orange skirt. It's like my favorite outfit.
Pictures, right?
It's a lovely outfit.
It's the orange top.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it an orange top and a yellow skirt?
Yeah, and the mustard skirt. Yeah. I love that outfit.
That's
really
like on my Nisha borrow from Nicole outfit.
And I love and so I'm trying not to wear that outfit too often.
Yeah, it's a really nice one. Yeah,
it's a fan favorite.
Yeah,
I really enjoy that one.
Fan favorite.
Thanks, guys.
Well, there's I'm going to kind of switch the subject, but still stay on colors because there's a personality test that we do, an assessment called the DISC assessment. Yeah. And it basically we call it something different, but there are 4 different personalities. And when you give the assessment in a big group of people, and then you come to your result of whatever personality type you are, and then have them separate into groups, there's actually a physical, like the way people dress, that kind of cues cues you off to what type of personality they are and how to interact with them. So in business, we use it in our company as a way for us as a team to understand how each other like communicates. But then also when you're out networking, then you know the people who like to wear patterns. I wear patterns all the time. You know, that's like a promoter. So that means you're gonna, you know, those people are going to want to be talked to quickly. They want to get to the point.
Okay.
They're going to be the more the influencers and kind of the butterfly that's going around. They'll probably be the person that will be able to introduce you to more people. There's the black and white people, which are like people who primarily prefer black and white.
There's two different types that wear that. So kind of taking it a step further from what you're saying. So the go-getters, the people who are just like all about like, okay, I'm going to go to this networking event and I'm going to meet my 5 people, then I'm going to bounce. You know, those people, they're the ones who are dressed really well, very well put together, wearing like jewelry, but it's like all of the same color. Like they don't mix silver and gold. It's going to be just gold jewelry, and they look really good, like really sharp, and they like put their hand out to shake your hand before you even do. So those are the go-getters. You know, the people who are really driven, straightforward.
And those are the ones that are wearing the neutral colors, the black and the whites. And
they're not so much neutral. Well, the like basic.
Yeah,
the basic and
Banana
and,
Republic.
That's a good one. J.Crew, Banana
Very
Republic,
sharp.
yeah.
But also, too, there's examiners who are kind of similar to them, except they're slower paced and they're more like the people who stand on the outsiders of the room. They might wear solid colors, too. But the way you can distinguish them is they're a lot more still. They'll kind of like wait for you to engage. They might even be on the sides of the room looking around.
So body language.
Yeah, body language, and they might dress a lot more simply. They're the types of people who are go to the store and find something they like and buy 3.
Interesting. Okay.
And then there's the nurturer, which is the last one. So
the nurturer is people who usually wear earth tones and glasses. So when I first did the disc assessment, we had a group of like 75 people, and they grouped everyone by their type. And if you look at the nurturers, I'm a nurturer.
Clearly.
Almost all of us had glasses.
Yeah.
Wow.
I give
Glasses
for
and
wearing
minimal.
glasses on camera because I don't like wearing my glasses on
Yeah,
camera.
sometimes there's a glare, but
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of part of my brand.
It is part of it.
And yeah, so also too, the nurturers wear minimal makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clearly know which one I am.
I don't know which one I
Which
am.
one are you?
Because
I'm the social butterfly.
Yeah,
for sure. Hands
That's
down.
what patterns. You wear a lot of patterns,
You know,
in general, or just today?
Not
you're
in general. I'm very basic, like you got, like I've said. But any networking event, if I go back and think, I've worn like a floral blazer, or like like a sequin top, or something a little like
catchy,
a little more catchy.
Yeah.
Because I was once given advice in New York that you need one statement piece to grab attention.
So someone will make a comment on it.
So somebody will comment on it, or talk to you, or walk up to you, or you just seem more approachable because you're kind of loud, you know?
But I also think in that scenario, in that scene, going back to what Geraldine said, like the environment, like you have to sometimes dress for the environment.
Absolutely, yeah.
And, you know, and I think because we were in Fashion Week, we wanted to step it up a little bit. Because I know, like, there's been certain environments where I try to be really dressed up, and then you stand out in a little too much.
What is that called? The person who wears
disc assessment.
the pattern.
Promoter.
The promoter. Or if you look at disc, like if you wanted to look up the disc assessment online, it's the I. They're an influencer.
How interesting.
And they'll wear chunky jewelry too. So it's really funny because another one of our teammates a few years ago facilitated the workshop when we were in Reno with our team. And everybody was like trying to guess who she was, but she had this like really chunky necklace on, and it was so clear. She was a promoter.
She's a promoter.
Yeah.
Funny, yeah.
I'm assuming I would be the promoter.
I don't know. I think about that. You guys can join us for a disc assessment.
I would like to be a part of that.
I'm doing it on Wednesday. Sorry, guys, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
But, we're doing it on Wednesday if you guys wanna.
Okay. That way I can know like if my external matches the internal.
Yes.
There we go.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I have my theory of what you are too.
Yeah. Are you a promoter as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm promoter, go-getter. So my dominant is promoter and then go-getter,
This is really cool.
I know.
Very nice.
Because I think, and I like tying this all in, because I think a lot of times people might be scared to be on camera. They might think it's a little vain, or they don't feel like it's going to help their brand. But it's like, well, no, I always think the external should really, what is that word? Exemplify your internal.
Like be authentic.
Yeah, be
well, that's why I have a
authentic
hard
to
time with the idea that we can't wear patterns on
camera.
Yeah, because I am
there's
more of
people
a
that look
naturally drawn towards
patterns.
Yeah.
And it's funny because for being on camera, I've not worn this dress before. I was just telling Nicole, I was sitting in my closet for 2 years, and I saw it, and I was like, it might be a good one today.
The universe was like, be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself today. Put that one on.
That's funny.
And it's like, and I love that because these last few years I've just been wearing more and more dresses, and that was something I had to teach myself to be more authentic and where I feel comfortable in.
You love dresses.
I love dresses. I like the freedom of it. I don't like being constrained. I don't know.
Then you can kind of hide too in dresses.
Yes.
They're a little more forgiving than pants or
So I could have tacos and be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have tacos, period.
Yeah. Eat on, girl. Eat on. You're an entrepreneur. You need some sustenance.
Yes. All right. So when we're all getting camera ready in the morning, or what do you guys do when you're getting ready in the morning?
What do I do?
When you know you're going to be on camera, what is something, whether that is like your makeup look, your hair look, or just how to get into mentally be prepared to be on camera, because sometimes that could be really like, oh my goodness, cameras and lights. We have lots of lights here, guys, are on you. So
what do I do?
Mentally, physically, what do you guys do?
I always blow dry my hair for sure. Like I don't, and I'm trying to make it a habit that I do it like anyways in my life, because I think there's a part of me that wants to resist like the beauty part of life, because it's like, no, people should just like me for who I am and all that, you know. And I was sharing earlier, I went to beauty school and I did learn a lot of things. I think the benefit of me going to beauty school was just learning like, oh, people who walk out and they look like that, they actually put a lot of work into that. Yeah. People don't wake up like that. Like that's just like
Beyonce.
No, it's like there's a hair. Even Beyonce, right? You got a hair dryer. You got hot rollers. You got So I always make that effort for this show, and hopefully it shows that I did a little hot roller. I was just thinking today as I was hot rolling my hair, I'm like, damn, my friend hot roller. Sorry. That's what she was thinking.
Sorry,
you girl.
You thought
hot pockets. That was hot pockets.
Came in my mind.
You're so funny.
I'm like, did you just see the hot pockets?
Hot rollers is what she said. But my friend Marla was the one who introduced me to hot rollers. Like it was after beauty school even, and I was just thinking this morning how grateful I am. Yeah. Hot rollers are the bomb. You can just like
another sponsorship.
With the
If anyone wants to donate hot rollers.
All our sponsors are coming because of Lauren. We need earbuds that won't choke her and hot rollers.
So that, and then also just like I forgot my makeup at home as it would be, because we were talking about this, so the universe made that happen.
Yeah.
But like lipstick, I think you're right. Like I've noticed too, like just even putting on lipstick in real life when you go out, people are like, oh, you put on makeup today. I'm like, I wear makeup every day, but I just don't.
It does make a difference.
And mentally, I just like, I dig really deep and just say, to myself, like, hey, this is just because, like you were saying, when you took the picture in the yellow dress versus the blue dress, just it comes through whether you're confident or not.
Yeah,
so
really
just
does.
like take a deep breath and be like, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here, and that's that. So that's what I do.
Okay. So what I do is the night before I will take a shower and I'll blow dry and straighten my hair, because I feel like if I do it the day of, it just doesn't turn out the way that I want. And so it's better for me to just like sleep on it, and then it's better. So that's one thing. I also pick what I'm going to wear. You guys know I like to pick multiple shirts and stuff like that. So I'll always pick that out in advance, because I don't want to be thinking about that the morning of, just because I don't want to feel under pressure. And then I usually give myself a couple hours just to chill before shooting. Just talking with people I haven't talked to for a laugh, or like chill, not do anything like, oh, let me get this last email in, because then you totally take yourself out of the game before you even start playing.
So true.
So, that's what I do.
So I have no mental issue with being on camera, literally ever. I could just be on. So I don't need to do the be in the head game thing to prepare, but I definitely put a face pack on. Like I
like a mask, you mean?
like a face mask. I always do a face mask before I get on camera.
Yeah.
Because it just
the night before or
no, the morning of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I always do it the morning of, and then I put on any, you know, whatever my morning facial routine is and makeup and whatnot. It just makes me feel prettier. That's all. And it just makes me prettier, it makes me feel fresher,
well, it makes
cleaner.
your makeup go on smoother.
Makes your makeup go on smoother. And yeah, so I don't know. I feel like for me, it's all about how I look. Like if you go back and view past videos of me, you'll know which ones aren't good because I don't feel good in them. You can tell the quality of the content, the conversation, the engagement will all be lower because I don't feel good in the way I look. But if I feel fine, then it's no big deal. So for me, it's just, and people, you know, I wanted to say something when you were saying that it takes a lot to put some lipstick on or to blow dry my hair, or you're like, you know, people should just like me for who I am. And I 100% agree with you. But there are some people who don't find vanity in that, right? Like for me, getting ready is exciting. You know, I enjoy it. I don't do it every day. This is not a 5-day-a-week thing for me, even though I'm a hair and makeup artist. Trust me, Nicole has seen me in my PJs, you know, at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So
after we are done shooting, it's like makeup
it's
off.
Makeup off. Literally, like I don't even wait.
Like you're waiting for that moment.
I was like, should we hit end on the video yet? Because I gotta go take this off. But I, you know, when I do have to be in front of the camera for anything or go to an event, I like to look a certain way, and that's what brings me my confidence. And the funny thing is, I don't really judge anyone else on how they look, whether they wear makeup or do their hair or not. I'm like all down with however they want to look, but for me it's important to look and feel a certain way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think that's like the bottom line is where I've come to is like, you know what, just even, it's even just a practice in self-care and like that whole like connecting with yourself, caring about what you look like, really putting the effort into showing up, like showing up, you know?
Right.
So I am changing my ideas around it. And I think I've always like kind of straddled the line on both sides of it, really. Because I like to look pretty too. I have nice eyes. I like to like accentuate them, and you know. So
if I physically am on point, there's no battle mentally.
Yeah,
that's how it is with me. Yeah.
I, you know, my undergrad degree was in communication studies. I always did like, you know, performances and public speaking, so I really have no qualms being on camera either. But one of the things I had to get used to was wearing makeup because I don't know, all through my early 20s up until like 22, I didn't really wear makeup. In high school, I didn't wear makeup because I just didn't give a damn, really, about wearing makeup. And I was like doing the whole hippie Santa Cruz child, like literally flowers in my hair, and just like started wearing long skirts and just like maybe going to class, maybe going to class. You know, it depends if there's a cute guy there or not. So I didn't realize I had to start wearing makeup until I started doing my internships at like the TV stations and the magazines, where I realized it was not about vanity, it was about looking like an adult. And unfortunately, in society that we live in, if you don't wear makeup, sometimes as females, you might look tired. So learning that, okay, let me take that extra step. And now at 32, I really enjoy it. I like having that time. So in the morning, I like giving myself plenty of time to shower because I like taking long showers. I know it's bad for the environment.
I was just going to say I was like, you're killing
Santa
me,
Cruz
Nicole. You're killing me. I'm like a 5-minute shower taker. I'm all about saving water.
But I have my music playing. I'm like, okay, let me just, if I hear 5 songs, that's good.
5 songs.
It should be like that too.
Wow.
It's a good way of timing you instead of having a timer.
Yeah, and I have like my little Alexa, she plays, so it's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. So I need that hour to get ready before I do the videos. And then I loved taking time and doing my makeup. One of the things that I do, I have really thick hair, and it's always down, but for it to look this way, we did a video earlier where my hair was in a ponytail and it was still wet, because I know if I want to get this like kind of waves, like I need to have it in a ponytail for a little bit, and then I could take it out. But if I wanted my hair is not going to look like this out of the shower. I don't do blow drying or anything like that unless my hair is professionally getting done, then I'll do it. But yeah, I have to put it to the side, and then I get those like nice little waves. And
life
now,
is rough, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's so rough, guys.
That's my people.
My hair has to be in a ponytail to get waves.
So hard. It's so hard. You know, no one understands my struggles. But then also the fake eyelashes, the reason why I started wearing them more, and I actually want to start getting like the extensions, is going back that I don't know really how to put on lipstick as an adult. So I I just realized that the eyes and my whole makeup looks better when the lashes
are on.
For me personally, I just feel like it looks put together. So I'm just like, I'm just so happy that I learned how
I'm
to
so
do
glad
this.
she learned how to do it too. Every time I see her now, she has her false lashes on, and I'm just, inside I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
Even though the hubby was like, so you're gonna wear them every day? I'm like, not every day. He's like, okay, good.
You're like, I'm just gonna get extensions and not have to wear them every day.
Yeah, he's like,
be there.
okay.
My sister got extensions for her wedding, and then she loved them so much she kept doing them, but that gets expensive, man.
It's expensive, but there's something about having extensions that when I have lash extensions, I don't feel like I need any other makeup.
Yeah.
I don't. I just feel like
It
it just does something to your face where you're like done. Especially like at the gym, I'm just like, this is amazing. Like you walk out of the gym looking like this.
Really,
You're probably gonna be one of those girls like hashtag no makeup, but
Hashtag no makeup.
like for real.
Just saying.
Side note, I hate there's sometimes where I work out in the middle of the day, but I don't feel like taking off my makeup and then putting it back on. And so I'll go to the gym and makeup on. I'm like, I am one of those girls right now.
You are one of those girls.
At least you didn't put it on to go to the gym.
No.
So that's
There you go. But
no one knows
I'm
the
going to
difference.
ask you request so you don't have fine lines and wrinkles and anything terrible on your
I feel
skin.
like I can pray.
I really want you to start taking your makeup off before you work out. Okay?
Oh, look, she loves you.
Really do. And reapply it later if it's necessary. But do not go to the gym.
Wait,
or
it
go
gives
to
you
sleep.
wrinkles?
It's terrible. Like you, okay.
She's you're
really,
sweating.
I'm to my knees,
Really, I'm like holding on real tight. Like you have to listen
I'm like,
to
I
this.
get it.
Like when we go on girls' trips together, I'm the one who has all the makeup wipes and all the moisturizers and everything, and I'm like, take it off of your face. Like none of you are going to bed. Like I throw it on them in bed. Like I'm throwing wipes at people. Like take your makeup off.
That's a
you know?
good friend.
Yeah, I'm very
Sometimes,
particular.
you just want to be like the drunk hot chick. That's like,
I'm like, you could be the drunk hot chick with no makeup, with good skin. So when you're like 60, you can still be drunk and hot.
we went on a tangent.
Yeah.
We did, yes.
Well, not as much as what I did earlier.
Yeah.
Hot rollers.
So clearly, you guys can have fun with it.
Yeah, you can have fun.
So, as you guys know, getting camera ready, there's different ways of doing it, different tactics. But as entrepreneurs, we just want to remind you guys all that there's going to be a time and a place where you might be on camera, and we don't want you guys to feel scared or nervous about it. Just go into it knowing there is a reason why you are in front of the camera, and it has everything to do with your talent. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for chatting. Thanks for being here.
That was like, can we redo that?
Yeah,
Thank
Let's
you.
take two. Well,
We'll keep doing the hugs. All right.
That's right.
But thank you guys so much again for watching our latest video. Come back next week for our new video. And again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring that bell, all that good stuff. All of Shika's information is going to be in the description below. Please follow her. Please hit her up for all your makeup and hair needs.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.